Hello everyone, welcome back to MS Electrical Engineering. Today's tutorial is all about how to wire an intermediate switch for beginners. So first of all, I'm here to explain the setup for the wiring. We need two-way switch at the end and one intermediate switch in the middle. And then we need our one lamp holder and then one lamp and then our miniature circuit breaker, which is our MCB. And then we need our 1.5 insulated cables, which is live and neutral, and then the blue for our stripers or our travelers. Okay, so let's move on to our step one. So our first step, we'll connect our 1.5 cable to our breaker, which is our MCB or miniature circuit breaker. Okay, from there we'll connect it to our common in our one gang switch or L. Okay, so this one gang switch, we have L here. Okay, so we'll terminate our cable from the breaker to our L in the one gang switch. Okay, and then we'll take our two cables, which is our blue cable for our travelers or our stripers cables. Okay, and then we'll connect it to L1 and then L2 here. So let's see how it goes. So these are traveler cables or our stripers cables. Okay, so we are connecting our L1. So I'm connecting the second one, which is L2 in the first step. So we are still in the first step. Okay, so this switch is one gang switch, so we are still connecting our traveler cable or stripers cable. Okay, so we are done with our step one here. So we need our intermediate switch. Okay, our intermediate switch. So in our intermediate switch, I showed you the indication. So now let's move on. We have L1 1, and then we have L1, and then we have L1 2, we have L2, we have L2 1, and then L2 2. So we need to bridge from L1 2 to L2 1. Okay, so we need a cable, a thin cable that we'll be using to bridge that side. Okay, so first we put the cable here and then we bring it to our L12 here. Okay, so we are bridging. So now we've crossed the cable here. So this is how the connection goes, and then I will title it firmly. Okay, this is how it goes. So I've bridged the side, and then I need to bridge from L11 to L22. Okay, so this is how it should be. So I've bridged that side too. So this is how the connection is. This is how I bridge my own. So first of all, what we need to do now is in our one gang switch, we've connected our cable, which is our traveler cable or our stripers cable. So this is our stripers cable. From this cable is coming to L1. Okay, L1 in our intermediate switch. Okay, and then the second one too is going to L2 in the intermediate switch here. Okay, in our intermediate switch. So from our one gang switch we have the cable. So this is our cable from L2, and then it's going to our intermediate switch L2, okay, in the terminals. So as you can see, this is how the connection is. So we are done with the one side of the intermediate switch, and then to a one gang switch, okay. So I'm connecting my cable from L, okay. I'm connecting my cable from L, which is the switch cable, okay, the switch cable. So this is the second switch that I'm doing. So this is the step 3, okay, step 3. So we'll connect our switch cable from common, and then this cable, we'll connect it to our lamp holder, okay, our lamp holder here. So as you can see, we've connected the lamp and then the switch. So what we need to do now is to connect our stripers cable. So I'm connecting my stripers cable from L1 in the second switch, okay, L1, and then I'll connect the L2 to L2. So we are connecting L2. So this is our traveler cable or our stripers cable. So this is how it goes, okay. So this is our intermediate switch, as you can see, and then this cable is L1 in our one gang two-way switch. So we'll connect it to our L21 in our intermediate switch here, and then we'll title it, and then this one too is our L2, and then it will go into our intermediate switch L22, okay, in the intermediate switch. So this is how the connection is. So we have our intermediate switch set, okay, we have our intermediate switch set. So if you want to understand, just watch the video and then you understand, okay. So we are about to connect our neutral cable. So our neutral cable from the breaker, which is our MC, to our lamp holder here, okay, to our lamp holder here. So as you can see, we are done with our connection here. Everything is intact. We are about to test whether the connection that we did, everything is intact. Stay tuned and watch to the end. So we are done with the connection, and then I'm here to on my miniature circuit breaker and then see whether the connection that we did, everything was intact. So let's move on. First, when I on my breaker, the breaker is on. And then when I press on my one gang switch here, it's on. And then when I off my intermediate switch, it's off. When I on it, it's on. So make sure that your intermediate switch, you can control it at 3 different places. So when I off it here, I can on it here, and then I can off it here, okay. So this is how they do intermediate switch. So when you're on, you did it, and then you cannot control it in 3 different position, which means it's not intermediate switch, but make sure you can control it in 3 different position, okay, like how my own is, okay. So the connection, everything is intact, and then make sure you subscribe my YouTube channel, like and then comment, and then hit the bell icon. Whenever I upload a video, you can get notified, okay. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.